What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from the official WeGameHere.com, and welcome to episode 14 of One on One with Fame Entertainment. Now, you gotta know this is a platform for gamers and YouTubers alike to come on and let your voice be heard. Now, today I got a buddy of mine with me. He's been at the WeGameHere group for a long time. Dude's been down. He started his channel not too long ago, and I'm really happy to get him on today. We'll be having his channel link in the description, so make sure you guys go and subscribe to him. But Chuck, man, go ahead and tell people about yourself and what your channel is all about.
All right, first of all, my name is Chuck. My channel is Chuck Gaming. It's basically a channel where I just talk about topics, not really like news. I just talk about things I want to talk about, basically. It could range from sports games to companies, whatever. It's nothing concrete. I kind of just do what I do on the fly and just let it flow like that. So make sure you subscribe. I will be back up. I had a little trouble with my mic. My Xbox glitched out on me, so I'm trying to figure that out, but I'll be back soon. So let's go ahead and subscribe. Check out the content I have on there already, and some new content will be coming soon.
All right, so and to appease the fanboys, because no matter what we do, they're gonna be around. People, what you game on, and what's your preference, and also what's your preference on games play? Do you mostly play sports games, RPGs, JRPGs? What do you into, and what's your preferred console?
Okay, well, right now I only have the Xbox One. I'm looking to get a PS4 real soon. I'm open to anything. I think last generation I was more of a dude broke gamer, if you want to call it like that. I pretty much play like the same games like all the time, like Madden, 2K, COD, stuff like that. But I'm trying to open up a little bit more of this gen. So yeah, I enjoy a little bit of everything, man. I do like sports. I am a sports guy at heart. UFC, Madden, 2K, FIFA, all that stuff. But I do like to try out new things and experience new things. Man, that's pretty much it, man. I'm open. I'm not trying to limit myself this gen.
That's what's up. So, speaking of, you mentioned that you're currently just gaming on the XB1. We all know that GamesCom is here, and it's to E3 is the big number two. I mean, it could be 1A and 1B, so Gamescom is huge. And we all know that Xbox is really trying to push their games, Quantum Break, Scalebound, things like that. What are you looking forward to the most at Gamescom? And what's exciting you over the things that we for sure are going to see?
Okay, well, out of the big three, which is Quantum Break, Scalebound, and Crackdown, I'm eager to see Crackdown the most because I feel like I know like Scalebound, everybody's hyped to see that, but I'm more intrigued about Crackdown. Just simple fact that Crackdown 2 was so bad. Like I didn't really like that game at all. I felt like from 1 and 2 it nosedived. It was so bad. I think I played it for like. I gave about 10 hours and I just quit because I'm like, it's not fun. It didn't really capture what the first one did. And they didn't really build off of that. They went like in a complete different direction or whatever. So I think Crackdown 3, I think they got a fresh slate, new system, more power. I guess they're using like the cloud or whatever. So I want to see what they do with that. I'm really eager to see where they taking this franchise because Crackdown 1 was one of my favorite games on the original, on the 360, and I'm really excited to see where they go forward with this franchise. Quantum Break, you kind of already know what that's going to be like. Scalebound, I don't know. It's really nothing to see. You don't really know too much about that game, really. So it'd be good to see, but I'm more intrigued about Crackdown.
Now, do you have any faith in this whole, Crackdown supposed to be? When they first announced it, they talked about the cloud, using the cloud and all that stuff. How much faith do you have in them actually coming true? With Crackdown supposedly using the power of the cloud.
My whole thing about the cloud and all this stuff, man, I really feel like they kind of advertises a little bit too early. Because in my personal opinion, besides Forza, with the driver tars, I really haven't seen anything else use this cloud they've been bragging about since 2013. So it's kind of hard to say if it's real or not. I mean, hopefully they can bring something new to the table that haven't been done before, and and expand on things that's already here. But right now, I'm kind of a non-believer in the cloud because, like I said, besides the driver tars, I haven't really seen anything with this cloud and these servers and all this stuff. They've been bragging about it really for over 2 years now, and so they gotta show up, man. They gotta show us what it's really about, and stop talking and just show us what it is, so we
So
can get an idea.
so Scalebound, you didn't seem to hype when you brought that up. Any is it just because all we've seen is a CGI trailer that you're not really too? Because I'm pumped about it because of definitely the team behind it. Bayonetta was a great game. I mean, we saw the scores about that, and then we're hearing that it's supposed to be a hack and slash and the same mantra of Bayonetta, but on a bigger scale. I mean, are you just waiting to see more, and you're trying to reel yourself in, or how's that working with Scalebound?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Scalebound. I mean, like, the concept seems cool, and yeah, Bayonetta 1 was a really good game. I had it on the 360, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm just kind of skeptical. I try to fall back on hype, because I've been disappointed too many times. So I'm just kind of like just playing it by ear, and I'll wait till I see it. I mean, I do want to see it, but I'm just not gonna just dive in and say, "Oh man, this let's go." I'm not gonna do that because your platinum games, they make good games, but anybody can make a bad game. I mean, Insomniac, they made Fuse. I mean, so I mean, anybody could make a bad. I'm not saying Scalebound is gonna be bad either. I'm just giving an example. So I'm just gonna go into it just with no feelings towards it at all, and hopefully I did the same thing with Quantum Break. I didn't know what that game was about, man. Once I seen it, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, and I'm more intrigued about it. I know nothing about Scalebound at all, besides that trailer. That was all CGI, so we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I do want to see it though.
Yeah, I think it's really important that they start off with Scalebound. I think when the show starts, because I mean, like I said, all we've seen is CGI, and we've been seeing that same CGI trailer for a long time. I think when the show starts, I think Phil needs to come out and go straight to the gameplay of Scalebound. I mean, kind of like how in E3 he came out with his heavy hitter backwards compatibility. Boom, and everybody's like, "Oh my god! If this game is what we're all hoping it is, for that shit." I mean, I would come out with it and just hit hard off the top with that trailer. You got any? I mean, is there anything like you want them to start with little shit? You want them to hit hard from the beginning like they did at E3?
I think what they did at E3 was actually perfect. I mean, they came out with Halo 5. They never, I've never seen them start with Halo ever. That I can remember. For them to do that, I think they're gonna come out with Scalebound first. It, I think it'll be Scalebound, then Quantum Break, and then Crackdown. They'll save that for last. I think Scalebound because everybody want to see Scalebound more than the other two games. Because just because we don't know that much about it. I mean, we don't know nothing about Crackdown either. But I think Scalebound, it's more people want that more than the other two. Like I said, so I think they'll start with Scalebound, and hopefully they blow everybody away. Because they want. Because honestly, I kind of did want them games at E3. I kind of understand why they didn't do it, but at the same time, wish at least one of those games was at E3. But Gamescom is here now, and so it's not too far away, so we could check it out then.
See, you made a good point about wanting to see these games at E3, and Microsoft deliberately waited for Gamescom because I'm not sure if the news about Sony not going there was already out. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm just speculating if they did maybe change their show, but we all know people like to talk about sales. PS4 has like 25 million, and Xbox somewhere around 13, 14 million in sales, and
Mm-hmm.
part of the issue is Europe and Japan. Now, how much of a difference maker do you think Xbox will make in the eyes of them over there? With because not everybody can go. I know Sony will be there at Gamescom. People say, "Oh, well, Sony's going to be there." Fuck idiot. We get that, but not everybody's going to be able to go. Most people are going to be watching it on their consoles, on the internet.
Hmm.
So, how much of a difference do you think this will make with the majority of people, the mass of gamers? That all the only thing they're going to see is Xbox. How much of a difference is it going to make as far as impacting their sales over there?
Well, I think the thing is the games have to hit. If the games don't hit, then it doesn't really matter if they're there or not. I think these games have to come out and blow everybody away. And if that happens, then of course it'll be an increase. But if it don't, then it's like it's like they stuck in purgatory. It's like the same thing. They always gonna be behind. Um, like I said, I think, and I hate to go back to this, but like first impressions are everything, man. And like that first impression of the Xbox One to many people, it sucked. And for them to even get to 13 to 14 million is crazy because I didn't even think they was gonna get that. I told people after E3 2013, I'm like, man, ain't nobody gonna buy this console, man. I told them straight up, ain't nobody gonna buy this, dude, because they PR department was a disaster. But now with Phil Spencer behind it, he's pushing, man. He's trying, and he's actually trying to make Xbox a better brand and not just try to stick to the same song and dance. You could tell by games like Scalebound and stuff like that. He's trying to broaden their library. And then that's what I like about Phil Spencer. So, like I said, Gamescom is big for them. They're going to be on stage, and they got three big games along with their other games that they've already shown, and they have to hit. And if they hit, people get excited, then yeah, people are going to buy the console. But if people are like, oh, it was okay, then if they don't see it as must-have games, then they're gonna be stuck right where they at, trailing the PS4 by 10 million. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
I think it was. This is really, really, really smart by Phil Spencer and the Xbox division on how they, like going back to how they held back those three big games, knowing that they need Europe. I think they really held back because if you flip it and you show Scalebound, Quantum Break, Crackdown at E3, and then show what they showed at E3 at Gamescom, no one would pay attention. Not
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
not saying they had a bad E3, but I mean, come on. I think what you said, the games have to hit, and I think in their mind, in their eyes, those three games are a guaranteed hit. On top of showing Fable Legends, on top of showing Forza 6, which we know they love racing over there, and Forza 6 is going to be the most beautiful racer out, hands down,
That's
hands.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this was deliberate. I don't think they're gonna go as far as bringing the car down. The what was it a GT? Damn, what car was that? They dropped an E3.
I don't know what his name, but I know what car you're talking about. Though it was clean.
I don't see them going that far as showing. I mean, as far as Forza, but I think they're really going to push Forza because the racing crowd over there is like the football crowd over here. It's a guaranteed sale if it's a racer. But besides what we know, scale down gameplay, break gameplay. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen that 60-minute Quantum Break gameplay, go watch it because that shit is fucking beautiful. Um, Crackdown, pretty sure we're going to see gameplay. Is there anything? Because for me, I'm disappointed that we're not seeing Respawn gameplay. Is there anything you're disappointed on that well, Gamescom hasn't happened? Is there anything you're expecting not to happen, or was it like mine? Like I'm disappointed that it came out and we're not seeing recoil. That game was supposed to drop in spring of 2016, so I was expecting if it's dropping that soon, it was just announced. It's been worked on for some years already, so this has some gameplay. So is there anything that you feel you're going to be disappointed in at GameStop before we get to what we're looking forward to?
I mean, not really. I think this year is a really good year for them, and for them to show games coming out. I mean, I did want to see Recore. I think that game was. like I said, it was kind of like, oh man, that's kind of cool. We never, it's kind of different from what you see normally on Xbox. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So I did kind of want to see that, but I'm not really tripping on that. I know they're gonna show it eventually. So I mean, for the most part, man, I want to see like more like Fable Legends. I think that game is it's gonna be kind of cool, and I like the fact that it's free to play too. So, you don't really you could like dive into it, but you really don't have to like spend no money unless you want to. Similar to KI or whatever. So, but I think for the most part, the lineups is pretty good, man. I think GamesCom is really really important to them, like you said, and I think for the most part they're showing their big three guns, and like I said, they're praying to the almighty Xbox gods that that they hit. I mean, I'm telling you, because Microsoft needs these type of games. I mean, well, yeah, third person shooters, they kind of have those already, like Alan Wake, Quantum Break, kind of the same thing, and a Crackdown. But I think Scalebound is a really big IP for them, to get, you know, the dude bro, not the dude bro game, but the hardcore gamer or the Japanese gamer or any type of gamer that's into those type of games to come on over. I mean, because it didn't work for the Wii U. I mean, Bayonetta didn't work for the Wii U, man. So, you know, you got to kind of look at it like that too. You got to play it on both sides, man. That's what I'm saying. Kind of skeptical. It could look really. Bayonetta 2 looked real good. It didn't help the Wii U, man. So I mean, I don't know. So we just have to wait and see.
Now, I like to ask people about predictions, and I always tell people that I will not hold you to this prediction if you say something's completely out of this world. That's how I like it. Now, see, I'm predicting a couple of things is going to happen at Gamescom.
Okay.
One thing, I think they're going to give us a date for Windows 10 on Xbox One, and then I know people are going to say I'm fucking crazy and I'm stupid about this. I honestly believe after that they're going to talk about free free multiplayer on the Xbox One. I know people think I'm fucking crazy, but I believe that Windows 10 is going to bring free multiplayer for the Xbox One. I honestly believe that shit. Y'all can think I'm fucking crazy, but anything that you can, your prediction, it can be as off the wall as you want it, or it can be as sane as you want it. Your prediction for Gamescom that you don't think nobody else is thinking of.
Okay. Well, I think for Crackdown, I think the cloud will show up. I think it's gonna blow everybody away. And like I said, they've been talking about the cloud for 2 years now, and I think this is the time they can finally show it off. And I think the Crackdown demo is going to be a co-op demo where destructible environments and everything. I think that's going to be the best demo they show. It's going to be better than Scalebound. It's going to be better than Quantum Break. Crackdown will be the talk of Gamescom. That's my prediction. As far as anything else, I really ain't got nothing else. But I think Crackdown is going to be the game. I think that's going to steal the show. I'm
You
really
think destructible?
Huh?
You think fully destructible?
I think fully destructible. I think that's why they that's why they implemented the cloud, because you remember that demo where the dude was blowing up the building and he had the frames was steady, and then when he did it without the cloud, it was jumping all over the place. And I really think this game is going to be fully destructible environments, co-op madness, and I want to see Crackdown, man. I think that's going to be the game of Gamescom. That's the game everybody's been talking about after the fact, and I think it's going to put like Scalebound like in the shadows, man. I really do, because I think Crackdown has more things going for it than Scalebound, because like people say it's just Bayonetta with an open world or whatever with the dragons, which is cool. But I think Crackdown is going to be a true next gen experience.
Man, I can only imagine Crackdown fully destructible multiplayer. Like
That's going to be crazy.
already jumping over skyscrapers. a skyscraper and blowing that bitch up with an RPG. Like,
Yeah, it'd be crazy, man. I mean, like I'm saying, so I really think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be like 4-player co-op and like deathmatch. I think it's gonna be a really cool game. I mean, I still got some, I'm still skeptical, but at the same time, that is a prediction of mine. I think they're gonna go all out with Crackdown. I think they know how bad Crackdown 2 was, and I don't think they want that to be the last taste of Crackdown. So we'll see, man.
man, that's now you got me hyped, bro. Like, now, bro. Now you know what? I said I wasn't holding it against nobody. That's dog. We're gonna have a goddamn issue. And I'm hyped.
My bad. You know what I'm saying?
That has me so fucking hyped. Like that would easily by far blow away anything they show if they talk about.
It'll blow away anything announced this year. I mean, from E3, from any company in GameStop. I think that's what I'm thinking, man. I really do. I feel like, they teased it last year with Crackdown, and I really think they about to change the game with this title. I really do. I just don't think it's going to be the same thing. They cannot bring the same thing from what they did on the 360. It makes no sense to do that.
Yeah, I think this whole thing with the PS4 and how much it's selling, I think it's really open. I think it opened Phil's eyes, of course, before he took over. He realized we can't keep throwing the same shit out here. So I think the diversity.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, like, look, man, like the Xbox 360 was a product of the PS2. You then look at the PS4; it's a product of the 360. I mean, you have to change the game, but not change it too much to where it's gonna hurt the consumer. And I really feel like Xbox, even though I like all the features, they kind of took away from the core of what they was trying to do. And they had a great system with the 360, a great system, and with the one, it's like they went in a completely different direction. For they didn't really have to. I understand why you want to be innovative and you want to try new things, and that's cool. But at the same time, when it's costing the consumer, like the party chat is always broken, or the games don't run as they do on other systems, stuff like that, man. You gotta sit back and like, man, they kind of like, to me, they overthunk the Xbox One, and the PS4 it was not. The PS4, I play it a lot, man. I play with my brother a lot, and it's a really good system, man. They kept it very simple. Xbox is not really a hardware company and more of a software company. That's why their updates are better. But at the same time, I feel like they stepped to the left too much with the Xbox One, in my opinion. Like I said, I like my Xbox One. I think it's a great system, but it does have some problems, and hopefully they can iron those out going forward. They already have with a lot of them. I mean, from day one to now, it's not even the same system anymore. It's not. It's a completely different system. So they are on the right track, and hopefully they continue to upgrade and make the experience better than what it is right now.
Yeah, man, it's good shit, man. I'm happy to have you on, too. I mean, you got me fucking hyped for Crackdown. I didn't think I'll be this. But before we wrap it up, anything you want to get out there to my subscribers? You think you want to tell them before we break?
Oh man, hey, make sure you guys go check out the WeGameHere website, man. It's a pretty cool website, man. I go on there every day, look for new content or whatever, man. So make sure I go through that. Follow me on Twitter at Upchuck Gaming. I talk shit on there, sports, video games, just chopping it up. And this Gamescom, get ready for Gamescom, man. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Microsoft has a spotlight on them. So it's up to them to take advantage of that. And if they do, they do. If they don't, that's on them.
Oh! Before we leave, I want to make sure we had a verbal handshake, but I want this shit on the internet. So everybody know, bro.
Let's go.
I will be Eyes of the Tomb Raider for $10.
Yeah, right, nigga.
Chuck got a bet going on. It's the Cowboys and the Bucks. Is it November? What day is it?
The 15th.
November 15th. It's the Cowboys and the Bucks. A $50 bet.
Yup.
So basically, he giving me Rise of the Tomb Raider for $10.
I ain't giving you shit, bro. I ain't giving you nothing, man. You sleeping on my bucks, bro. I'm telling you, man. We about to be live this year, bro.
So he can't never say he didn't make this bet.
Oh
You
no,
know?
I'm not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? We shook on that,
Yeah.
verbal or not, we suck on it, and I just want my money the next day, bro. I mean, matter of fact, I gotta see what this game is played. I just need you to slide me that code, man, like right off bat. As soon as the game is over, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to me. I'm gonna be salty. I'm gonna mail your fuck nigga ass $50 in pennies on some.
You're gonna send me a bag of pennies, son. You a cold brother, homie.
Bro.
Hey man, I'm telling you, man, you don't sleep on my squad this year, dude. We got a lot of talent, man. And by that time Jameis is gonna be seasoned, and we gonna see. We gonna see. That's what 2-3 months in the season by that time, so we'll be on.
Anything can happen, injuries like that, but we're gonna kick y'all ass regardless.
Nah, I don't think so, man. You hope so, because I'm telling you, if you lose, you're gonna hate me. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're gonna hate me. I'm never gonna let you live that down, ever.
Man,
You better block me, right? You better block me. I'm telling you.
All my subs go sub to this YouTube. I'm off the internet, dog. I'm gone.
you better block me, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. I got Cowboy fans going crazy every day. If we win that game, oh my gosh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. This was fun, man. I appreciate the coming through, man. It was really cool, man. Fame, you my boy. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy is still trash, but you still my boy, man. So I appreciate you know what I'm saying, the interview.
Alright, my coming on. So we can go ahead and get up out of here, man. I want to thank you guys for listening. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll be leaving Chuck's channel in the description down below. I will also leave his Twitter handle, so make sure you guys go sub to him, follow him on Twitter, and when you get to his channel, let him know you were sent by Fame Entertainment. We're going to get up out of here, guys. Peace.
You.